well, the
I'm
thing
the
is, right?
typical healer. I'm the,
If you
I'm the
sla- if you-
cleric of this goddamn party.
If you slap me
Yeah.
with a Cure Wounds and Mordecai slaps me with a Lesser Resto, then I will be ready to go on my turn for the big Nuke Nova thing that I
I'm
have
also
planned.
on 18 HP. I kind
I
of need
also-
to take care of myself a little bit.
Yeah.
I
It's weird.
also
Mordecai's the
want to-
healer, Casimir's the slap patch.
Yeah.
Well, what I want to do is I
Hashtag
want
hard.
to grab Jaden's shield and Captain America it back to her.
I would be open-minded to something along the. In fact, where we had ended, because we'll get things going here. We ended at the end of that round, and so we come back up, and so Casimir, it would be your turn. So,
If I could do that as a bonus action, I can slap a. I can slap a shield too.
I don't think that would be a bonus action. I mean, because you'd have to move over. You're probably going to want to get out of the dawn anyway. But that would be an item interaction to at least like pick it up. But I think that's going to take an action to toss the shield back.
All right, sorry, Surfer.
It's fine. It's fine.
I gotta roll a cool. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
Okay, so you're moving up here, grabbing the shield and lobbing it back over to, lobbing it to Jacob. Okay. Roll a d20 and don't roll a 1.
Oh, we playing already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I'm looking for. Don't roll a 1.
I didn't realize we were. I was,
All right.
Well, it works because we were at the top anyway, so
yeah.
we just kind of slid back into it there.
What did you want me to use that?
Roll a d20.
Just
and
roll
don't
a
get one.
d20 and don't
just
roll a
D20?
1. Yep.
Oh.
Yep. And
Just
don't
a
get one.
plain old d20.
20,
Okay.
13.
There's a 1 in there, but it's not a 1. All right. So then, Jacob, or I'm not force of habit. I'm sorry, Jaden. Jaden, if you want to spend your well, that's true. If you want to spend your reaction to catch it, I would allow it. Otherwise, it can just sort of be lobbed up next to you and ready to be picked up. What would you like to do?
I cannot spend a reaction.
Just
I've
stop
already
now. Just stop
spent it on Mordecai.
Okay.
Oh, you did, huh?
But it's top of the round, right?
Yeah, it is top of the round.
Yep, but it hasn't been
Oh, but it hasn't
been
been.
Yeah.
around between Jaden's turns.
Okay.
So it'll be just next to Jaden to pick up.
Yep, your shield's kind of, and then it comes to a stop. So it's kind of clanking up against your boot. All right, so Casimir, that was you have a little bit more movement. I don't know if you want to move anywhere else.
Thanks, guys.
You only move 10 feet.
All right. I'm going to.
Remember, there are sailors pouring out of the storage back here. There is a ship down here that will probably be opening fire on you all. And you have Raphael and a bunch of undead.
I'm going to Hunter's Mark, Raphael.
Okay.
Where's the ship? Where is the enemy ship?
How much trees do I have left?
Let's use... No, we're already using that green dot. I'll put an orange dot. The ship that's lining up is down here, in the south.
Okay.
You'd have
Is
20.
it on the map, or is it, like, how far? I guess I can't probably see it, because I'm on the other side of the
Yeah,
ship.
yeah, you wouldn't be able to... Well, yeah, because
Let me go here.
you're getting too close to the hull, so it's 30 feet rising out. You probably can't see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that'll be my turn.
All right, that was a Casimir. Now we're down to Mordecai. Mordecai, and then Bright.
Mordecai is going to move the dawn so that it's like so.
Okay.
It's not snapping to the grid. It's not snapped to grid. Let's move it on the grid. There we go. That's better. Yeah. Then. Oh, do I lose my level 7 spell slot?
Hmm.
I could mass cure wounds a bunch of people if I do, but that would also mean I wouldn't have a teleport if I needed it. Fuck it, everybody needs it. Using a level 7 spell slot for mass cure wounds.
All right.
So that wakes up anybody who is unconscious.
Yes.
And gives that is a butts roll. I'm basically minned out on that. That's gross.
Oh yeah, jeez. Well, hit points are hit points at least. And on top of that, Mordecai, you get to taste everyone's essence. Nom 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 nom.
Also your spellcasting
Instant
modifier.
buffet.
So your charisma.
Oh. I guess I didn't set that up right. Okay. That's also plus an additional 4.
Alright.
Because I didn't set that up correctly. I'm sorry. Wait, hang on. Let me look at the wording. Yep, plus spell casting. So let me fix that. So that's 14 total for everybody in a 30-foot range of me.
Oh,
Me
you centering
too?
it on self?
Yeah, I'm centering it on myself.
No, not for you. No.
No. Friendly
no,
creatures to me.
No healing for Raphael.
Oh, thank you for
Yep.
the raid, Smart Gamer Network. Welcome everyone.
So Casimir, Jaden if they need it, definitely myself, and definitely Zephyrius all have 14 hit points.
Alrighty. And anything else for you, Mordecai? Are you moving?
I think I'm staying put.
Okay. Let's go up to Bright. Bright, what would you like to do?
It says it used my... Oh, no, actually that is 11, because that first one is 1d8 plus 4. Or 3d8 plus 4. What?
No, it's not. It's only 3d8.
I am very confused. This thing's not set up correctly. Moving on.
Okay, I mean, if you got to amend the number, just let everyone know in chat, and I'll trust y'all to fix your hit points. Bright, are you taking your 2? Are you going 4 or nothing? What would you like to do here?
I have a whole bunch of questions.
Okay, lay them on me.
As
Can I
Bright is wont to do.
Yeah, can I see onto the deck of the ship from where I am?
No.
Ooh. Are you sure?
Yes, as it is 30 feet up out of the water, and you're pretty much at level, so the angle of whatever, you wouldn't be able to see on the deck.
Okay, so second question. If I were to use a teleport, for example, a Misty Step,
Okay.
it goes 30 feet. So how much would I be penalized for the vertical distance?
Hypotenuses don't exist in this reality, so 6 squares is 6 squares.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that. Okay, then in that case, I'm going to go ahead and use my... First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and swim 1 square to here.
Okay.
And that'll use 4 out of my... Or that'll use basically 20 of 25 of my movement, right? So I'll have 5 movement left if I'm on dry land.
Sure, yeah, that'll work.
Okay. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and use my action to look through Peggy Sue.
Okay.
And I'm going to have her fly over to here.
Okay.
To the little water cannon.
Yep.
And I want to have her... Okay, so with hopefully I can do this without using my action, like an inspection. But I just want to look around and kind of get the lay of things. I assume that I'll see these sailors pouring out of this door here.
Yes.
Can I get a general sense of what they're trying to do?
They're assessing what's happening on the deck.
Okay.
They are armed. They're sailors that you've seen otherwise in other ships. They're armed, but they're just kind of looking around and getting an idea of what's happening.
Okay. And then the next thing I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and use a Misty Step.
Ah, zip.
Appear here.
Okay.
And then I want to see if I can... obviously, I'm not going to have time to do it this turn. But I want to see about operating the water cannon and rotating it so that I can spray it back onto the deck of the ship.
Sure. It takes an action to... Well... No, you... Alright, as bright because of your etherealness before, you would have seen and known that this strange kind of ethereal metal also seems to go to these things. So yes, it would take an action... well, it's already activated. I'm sorry, it's a bonus action to aim... It's a bonus action to aim the cannon. The cannon is already firing.
Okay, that's all I need to know. I don't think I have anything else to do. Since I had to use my action to look through Piggy Sue, and my bonus action to do the Misty Step, so I think that's all I have.
Okay. Alrighty. Are you? Did you want to be like in the seat of the cannon, or do you want to only be next to it?
Yes, I would like to be in the seat of the cannon, but I didn't understand how that. Okay, I'll just move Piggy Sue.
Oh shoot! Sorry. Yeah, go ahead and you can move Peggy Sue. She can perch on the sort of. Yeah. There we go.
She'll have to get off when I move it, though.
For purposes of the origin of this 1 foot line, it would come from the center of this. Square right here.
Good enough.
Alrighty. So we have Bright is in.
And what's this thing here?
That is a lieutenant, a reanimated lieutenant.
Okay.
Well, a reanimated lieutenant, I should say, because the lieutenants are already dead. As wasn't... Well, Bright probably doesn't know that, but... Alright, so now we go to Jaden. Jaden, the shield is wobbling by your feet. What are you doing?
I believe that's an action to pick it up.
I believe it is an action... it would be like an item interaction to grab it, but if you want to put it on, I think that does take your action, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll end up doing that, and... Well... Guess right now, I will deal with the backline threat.
Okay. If you wanted, while you have consumed your action to put your shield on, if you wanted to do something like a drop kick, where I would split the damage between you and the lieutenant, it's kind of an attack, but not necessarily. You could end up on your butt if you want to play it risky.
This is effectively him breaking fall damage. I understand that correctly?
Yeah. So you'd be splitting fall damage because you'd be taking a flying leap off the roof.
If we're going to do that, let's do it properly then. I'm going to move as close as I can, and...
Misty
Which I
Step
believe
drop
makes...
kick him.
Which I believe makes it now a 40-foot fall.
Oh, wow. From the top rope. There's not even rope.
Is it a,
Oh my goodness.
See, I wouldn't even call that a drop kick. What is it, like a knee drop? You just tuck the knees in
Superhero
and...
landing.
No, it's called the superhero landing.
No, superhero landing, okay.
Superhero landing on top of
Yeah, all right. Oh, so you're gonna come down with like your fist down and your knees, and then you're gonna rise up and.
Yeah.
All right.
I can't attack, but
Sure.
technically the space above him is not occupied.
No,
all
it is not.
So, I mean, that I'm not sure if you were aware of that, but that's one of the things that makes Misty Step particularly broken, especially if you don't care about fall damage.
Yeah.
Paired with a monk, it makes it really nasty.
Oh wow! All right, so yeah, we yeah, so what? Jaden just kind of like looks up, calculates, and then just disappears in hair.
Yeah. And it's kind of one of those, what is this horrible shadow growing around me?
Yeah, kind of looks
The
down.
first time she's actually
What?
seeing it happen.
And so all of you see, whereas at the fore of the ship there was an orange, like an orange rocket or a meteor that streaked through the air and crashed on the deck. Now we have like the complementary where there's fire. I guess there's smoke because now we have this like black streak kind of coming down and landing and like bashing down atop this lieutenant. And so let's see. The first 10 is free, so that's going to be 3d6. And we are gonna.
It's a d6 per 10 feet, so it'd end up being 46. The first 10 feet doesn't end up being free. Once you fall 10 feet, it's a d6, and it goes up from there.
So 17. And you know what? This is your maneuver. If you want to round up and split it, so it's 9 and 9 or 8 and 8, I'll let you make the call because this is kind of a cool situation. How do you?
I'll go 9 and 9.
All right. Ooh, is this actually gonna be? Oh, all right.
Go.
Yeah.
Go.
You come down and you crash down on this thing with just enough that you end up you make it crumple beneath you as you fall. And you are you're here. Go ahead and make a not athletics, acrobatics, and we'll see if you can keep your feet. 11. I won't say that you're prone, such that it'll take half your movement to stand up, but you did kind of like butt drop, or you do the superhero landing, so you're gonna have to spend. I'm just gonna say 5 feet of movement, so you can do that kind of cool badass. You rise up like the Terminator in the rain after coming out of the portal. So it will cost 5 feet of movement. You're not completely prone, but you are still kind of stooped over. But you also have your shield, and we're down an enemy. Anything else for you, Jacob? Or is that it?
No, that's everything.
All right. Cypherius, you are still paralyzed, but you're also not in the dawn. So go ahead and make that con save.
Yep. Let me out of it. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out.
Oh, no! Man. All right, so this thing has instilled an existential dread in you, Professor, which is both fascinating, but also now's not the time to ponder that. This is wildly inappropriate. This is wildly inappropriate, Professor. You are still paralyzed by this this thing's unworldliness. But you're conscious.
I just wish my con saves didn't suck so much.
Worst warlock ever. See, it was nice in 4th Ed. You could actually have a con build as a warlock and cast off it. All right. Anyway, so now we come down to enemy time. Man, making me move around. I'm in the dawn. I don't want to be in the dawn. So I am gonna have my little ghoulies rush up and
having AOEs.
Oh, you know what? He 1, 2, 3, 4. How beat up is he? He's doing okay. So I'm gonna have Raphael skirt around Casimir, as Casimir has been asserting some dominance here, and he is rather single-mindedly after Mordecai. And the others, I'm going to have them move out of the dawn.
Casimir can get an AOE and an AO on him, right?
Not on Raph, because he would have dipped down and gone up, and he would have pivoted. 1, 2,
I didn't.
3, 4.
Yeah, that it didn't show up in the way that he moved, so I didn't see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, all right. So the lieutenant, in order to escape the dawn, he's almost right in the middle. He's actually going to have to exit out this way. Oh, he can actually get 30 feet of movement and be right in front of Miss Merkuri.
Ooh, shit.
And these two are going to run up on Casimir. And let's see what happens. As I'm going to start with, the lieutenant on Miss Merkuri. That was an 18, but whatever. 7, fine. Miss Merkuri does kind of like an elegant, like a little spin, almost like a pirouette. Very, very like ballerina, like trained. You know, because she has that like schoolmarm appeal, so she was probably classically trained in dance. So she does a little pirouette and dodges out of the way of this thing's savage attacks. Then we have Casimir, who probably isn't a trained ballerina, but still may move gracefully. We get 2 attacks on Casimir. And Casimir, well, one of them's going to hit. And that is going to be for 6 slashing damage. And once more, you get that kind of pins and needles numb feeling, but you have this inner fire inside of you that says no.
No.
And now I have Cypherius. I have some duders up on you here, and I'm going
with advantage.
Yep, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start with the southern, and I'm gonna work my way north.
Yep.
Like
wow. Neither are gonna hit on that.
Miss.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
Second one,
No, I don't like it either.
there's a hit.
What is that? Is that a 19?
That is an 18.
Misses.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you have a 19 AC?
I have medium armor master, and I'm wearing a half blade. And a +3 dex.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, well, look at you.
Wow. All right. So then the third one. Oh, hang on. That's not a +2. It's a +4 for them to hit. That would have been a 20. I'm sorry.
Oh, is it a +4? I thought it was
Yeah. No.
+3.
+2 is
Okay.
their that's their damage. Their
Yeah,
damage modifier.
Okay, well then the one of those would hit then.
Okay.
The other one would
The the third one's not gonna. So this one's gonna
But
get.
it is a crit.
Yeah.
It is a crit.
So it's only gonna get the +2, but it's 44. So it's 9 slashing, and you're already under this save, so
Yep.
it's not like it stacks.
I'm still
so.
up. I'm still up. So
All right. So they're here.
We're good.
They're scraping, and it looks like the professor.
Oh, actually, hold on.
Oh.
I do need to do a thing.
Ah.
I still have Mind Spike. I know where Raphael is. You
Yeah.
can't hide from me.
You just can't
That
communicate
means
at all.
Yeah.
It is still something though. All right. So now I have. We are going to go back, and I have Raphael. The BBEG is on Mordecai, and we are going to.
Attack's coming.
Actually, before even moving up, because you did kind of eschew him, I'm gonna have him stand a little ways back from you, unless this is. Oh, you know what? I think this is a. Oh. I believe this is just a save. Give me 1 second here. Oh, magic. I need to find out what you are.
Oh, magic.
Daylight, anti-life shell, and that's... I went too far. Ah, here we go. This is going to be a... Oh, this might be a strong one here for you. I need you to make actually a charisma saving throw, Mordecai.
Oh, he's attempting to banish you. That butt.
Alright.
All right.
Swagger all over him.
You do, in fact, repel this magic as for a moment, like you start to fade out, and it's really kind of weird. But you collect yourself and you say no, and so it doesn't happen. Man. All right. Well, I guess that's all my monsters. And the sailors are going at the end. So, yep, we're going to go on to sailors and ships. So these sailors are going to... let's see. They're going to run forward. I'm going to see if any of them really noticed a wet gnome slipping into a seat here. Here, doing this for the collective. No, they're too busy looking at everything that's happening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They are going to jump over their dead comrades, and they are going to start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're going to start parting around the mast here. And... okay. That's Sailor's turn. They seem to have melee weapons. They are not particularly any tougher looking than the first batch that you encountered. But they are there, and they are menacing. It seems that they're rather indiscriminate in their glances. And now I have the ship over here. And the ship is going to line up a shot. And I am going to just blast down a... is going to lay down a shot right in the mix. So I need Mordecai. And unfortunately, Professor, you're paralyzed, so you can't make a dex save. But I do need Mordecai to make a dex save as a shot. There's a boom, and something comes crashing into the deck and just creates kind of an explosion of shrapnel around where the cannonball impacts the metal deck. And I also need to roll for my other little ones here. Okay, that is certainly going to pass. You're going to take no damage as you are dexterously avoiding the shrapnel. I'm going to roll for Raphael.
I am a dexterous acrobat.
Oh boy, Raphael apparently is jumping on the grenade for you all here, so he's going to take the full brunt. And then I have 2 gribblers around here. And the gribblers are also going to take the brunt. And that is 20 piercing damage to each of them.
Is that 20 piercing damage to me too?
And yeah, that'll be 20 to you as this like metallic cannonball slams into the... Okay, you are unconscious?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like that.
No, I don't like it either. It's fine. It's fine. I've got...
I don't like it.
I have things that I can do.
And we have second ship is moving up and is going to angle slightly and is going to try and drop... I'm going to try and drop a shot here. So, Casimir, I need you to roll a dex save, please. And I'm rolling for my gribblers.
That would knock me down. There's no way I'm standing up after, taking the brunt of a shrapnel blast.
So Casimir and one of the gribblers take no shrapnel. And the other one is going to take
takes nothing either.
24, which actually tears through it. And so Casimir, that thing is just shredded by metallic shards. They were coming for you, but you dodged out of the way, so it got a double dose, and it just gets spaghettified by the. Okay, those are my ship shots, and my sailors ran forward. There's nothing they can do because they're melee combatants, and we come back up. Casimir, You have one duder on you.
wait.
Oh, what?
Miss Mercury still got a thing, doesn't she?
Oh shoot! I'm sorry, Miss Merkuri. Yeah. Do you want to? I mean, what do you want her to do?
Probably defend
If
herself.
if she has any healing support
No.
from that
She's
range.
a wizard.
Unfortunately,
No,
she knows
really.
4 moves, and this Pokemon doesn't know a healing move. So
Okay.
she can armor.
There's no-
She can attack. She can do something if you're gonna be cool about it. And what was the 4th one? Oh, she could just not participate. But she doesn't have a heal, unfortunately.
Defend herself.
Yeah. So maybe armor then, if that's the.
If you want her to send the armor over, then she can do that.
That might be the idea.
Sure.
Because, I mean, as far as focus fire goes, we're getting attacked from all sides, including being from ship bombardment. I don't think another fireball's going to make a hell of a difference, especially since he's right there. So setting the armor to Jaden to, at least on a tactical level, would probably be the better idea.
Okay, then what I will do is represent the armor. She's going to command the armor, which seems to be... it has like a fire inside of it that's acting as like the mannequin or something along those lines. And she is going to send it away from her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So the armor begins walking over towards Jaden. That'll work. And yeah, it's that is her turn, as she's commanding the armor, but she effectively used her action and her movement to send it off. So she's in combat with the lieutenant, but you know, maybe she'll hold her own. Okay, now I'm sorry, Casimir. There's a suit of really interesting looking armor filled with fire that's walking across the battlefield. Doesn't seem to be phased by the daylight, and it's on you.
Well, first I'm going to get rid of this guy.
Okay.
And he's taking...
Let's see. 10, okay. So he's taken no damage yet, so that's his first damage.
Okay. Guess I'll just set him up.
And that will drop him.
And then I... move...
Okay.
That's going to be it for this turn.
All right. Now we go to Mordecai. Mordecai, what are you doing? He tried to banish you.
Trying. Yeah. All I have to say to that, Raphael, is fuck you.
Sacred Flame. Dex save. I'm not really good at those. I wouldn't have made it anyway, but that rubs salt in the wound right there. I instantly lose 10. All right, so I'm taking 8 radiant damage. Whoop. Oh wait, yeah, 67. All right. And anything else from you?
I'm going to inspire Jaden.
Ah, all right.
I start whistling a little tune, flipping Raphael the birds, hoping that Jaden finds it inspiring.
All right. We're at Bright. Bright, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Okay, so I don't have, because there's this like 10-foot high deck house here, I don't have line of sight to Raphael, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, that's a mixed blessing, because that also means he does not have line of sight to me.
Correct.
So, but what about the professor? I have line of sight to the professor, right?
Yeah. I think you could draw a line from yourself to the professor. Yeah.
Okay. So, um, what I want to do is I want to take my water cannon and I want to use it to lay down basically covering fire over the professor and try to spray all of these guys with my water cannon so that they're pushed away from the professor.
They're all approximately the same height. So if you're
Isn't
drawing,
the professor flat on his back though?
Yeah, I'm
Just you got
flat
knocked
on
out.
my back. I would have gotten knocked out. Like a shrapnel blast? Yeah, no, I'm getting knocked out from that.
oh, okay. I thought you were standing. We're doing the whole Mortal Kombat thing, but that was just if you want to be prone, you can be prone.
Yeah, be prone.
All right. Can you draw a line without hitting Jaden?
Don't worry about
it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably not, but we'll see.
Oh, you know what? 50 feet is going to end right before the professor anyway. Because it's coming from the middle. Yeah, it's coming from the middle of your bird.
Oh, it's coming from that one.
Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. Well, I'm sorry, Professor. You had a good run.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Okay. Plan B. Plan B. Okay. So Plan B is I'm gonna take my water cannon and I'm gonna hose down all these sailors that are running toward the action. Then, kind of like I don't know why it's so hard for me to draw with the freehand tool. It never seems to work. But I don't get it. But like, well, not like that, because that's the, like so.
Okay, so it looks like you could get the 2 down by the mast, but these 3 and these 2 wouldn't be affected. So if you want to break them up, you can hit these 2 right here.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds good. Let's do that.
Okay, so you use your bonus action. You make contact with the. There's like a handle here, and as you do, you get this kind of weird vibe, where, I mean, you're a magic user. It feels kind of like magic, but it's not necessarily. And as you're gripping it, you're like, I wanna knock down these sailors, and the thing just begins to spin and pretty well line up based on your intent. This is a foreign device, but you know what? Maybe it's your gnomish blood. Maybe you're just super smart. Who knows? Except you think about what you want to do, and this thing seems to want to accommodate that. It swivels, and then you just... a blast of water just goes across the deck, and I need to make 2 strength saves. And the sailors have, like a kind of a reasonable... 2d20... And it was a... okay, they do have a modifier. Was that a 14 I put, or was that a 15?
14.
It was a 14? Okay, so they're both going to make the save, as they have, they're brawny. So instead they just, I think, take some damage. Hang on, I gotta bring up my own.
Brawny really is good at absorbing water.
Yeah, 14, or take bludgeoning and fall prone. So, yep, I guess in this case they, like, you hit them with water, but they kind of, like, spin with it, and so they're not really knocked. However, all heads turn, as, you're there like, hi, as you're manning this water cannon. And so you've at least gotten their attention because, well, in Jaden, you could probably see now this thing just pivoted around and blasted through the sailors. So, Jaden, if you want to give some attention to Bright, you're welcome to as well. But this seems to have got all the sailors' attention, especially because these ones are also looking at this cannon that just apparently went bonkers, except there's like this little, like, pink... Well, I don't know if you're still disguised, but there's like this little dome kind of peeking up out of the gunner seat here.
I'm still blue ragamuffin.
Blue rag, all right.
Because none of those things require concentration, and they all last a really long time. So blue ragamuffin it is. Okay.
So that was a bonus action?
That was my bonus action. That's
Yeah.
good. That's good. I still have my regular action.
Yep.
which is the best kind of action. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is yell to the general party. Have you ever heard the old saying, "Let's you and him fight"? It would be a good idea right now. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take the dodge action,
Okay.
and I'm also going to walk 5 steps over, so I'm standing in front of the step ladder.
Okay.
And then Peggy Sue is gonna go ahead and get up, and she's gonna fly out over here and up, like 10, 15 feet up.
Okay. Roll an Arcana for me, Bright.
Okay. 16. Boy, that's pretty poopy for me,
Um,
at least.
It is compared to your maximum. However, compared to what hint you're getting, well, if you want to consider it a hint, it's still your choice. This thing seemed to react to your thoughts and your will. There is an opportunity because you can channel your magic and your thoughts. You can see through Peggy Sue's eyes. If you wanted to leave Peggy Sue on the cannon, you might be able to operate it with her because she's an extension of yourself. So just how you could do it, you might be able to actually put your bird on the little gunner handle and have her be able to use it.
Yeah, okay. So she'll just hippity hop into the seat.
Okay. So now the water cannon is manned by Peggy Sue.
That's just great. Okay, I think I'm done. I don't think I can do anything else. Oh no, wait.
Oh.
I took the dodge action. That's
Okay. Jaden, you see Bright kind of bail out of a gunner's... It's a gunner's nest, and now there's a bird in the nest. And is kind of going across the side of the ship. There's a bunch of sailors, bunch of melee behind you. What are you doing? You have your shield. You crushed an enemy beneath you.
This thing is going after Mordecai, first and foremost. And right now, with the professor down, somebody's going to need to help him. So I'm going to move. Yeah.
Okay.
And I am going to take up the first 2 minions first.
Okay. If you want, you can treat the professor as terrain and just sort of straddle his corpse if you want.
He's not a corpse yet.
I mean... Oops.
Maddie,
I'm trying to prevent that.
let's prevent
I'm
that,
not,
please.
I'm not a corpse yet.
Preemptive, Maddie.
My hand has been revealed.
Very preemptive.
All right, that is absolutely going to hit. 18. It is still up with 18 damage. Ooh, 30 is definitely going to... All right, now it's not up anymore. So this one... that one goes. Bye. Oh! And a crit. And this one just evaporates.
Ooh. 21, 29. That's an oof. Just
Yeah.
Alright, that's my action and move.
Okay.
I have no bonus actions to use.
Professor Cypherius, you are unconscious. Probably mercifully, because of what just happened, you'd throw up a little bit, I think.
I hate to have to do this, but I'm invoking the birthday crit. I'm up with 1 hit point.
Oh,
using it on the death save.
on the death save. Well, happy birthday to you. Happy
I'm up
anti-death
with 1
day.
hit point.
All right, yep, you wake up. You have 1 hit point.
I'm gonna make the Constitution save. I'm gonna be playing dead.
Okay, and, ooh, hang on. That was from a normal Gribbler, and so I think you might be okay. Yes, your paralysis fades.
Paralysis ends. Okay, next turn, I'm gonna pull a real drastic move. Just as a question before that happens.
Sure.
Is there a hole in the deck currently from that shrapnel bomb that went off?
I won't say a hole. Probably like a dinged area, maybe a like a weaker point. But it didn't breach the deck. It just sort of like slammed into it and broke apart.
Okay, because I have a plan of something that I'm gonna do, and it's gonna be pretty wild on my next turn. But right now, I'm gonna be playing dead.
All right. Let's. I'll tell you what, Professor. Can you make a deception at advantage?
Make a deception at advantage.
Okay.
That's a 19.
All right. So I have some enemies. Oh, and shoot, I had some things die. That should have been helping my my duder heal. We had those. So it's gonna be. I don't know. I'm probably shortchanging myself, but he gets a little bit back from that. So this is gonna pass you up, and is going to move into. Interpose itself between Jaden and Casimir. I will have... Oh. Raphael is in a target-rich environment. What do I do here? Mordecai's proven to be a pain in the ass. However, I got my 2 melee people here. I need to get rid of someone, so I am going to roll. Odds is Casimir, evens it's Jaden. Odds is Casimir. Casimir, I need you to make a charisma save, please.
Oh, it's gonna try and banish him.
Oh.
Oh.
Casimir, you fade from existence as you are...
Well, hold on. There might be a thing though.
Am I? Can I do a reaction, or is this?
You can.
This is a spell. This is a spell.
Do it.
All right, and
Tried
let's see,
to catch the last one.
third
but,
level or lower.
Just rolled on.
So he gets to roll.
Yeah, this is a 4th level spell. So this is
DC 14.
DC 14.
DC 14, and it's an int check.
Okay.
It's not a roll on his end. It's Jaden makes an int check versus DC 14. And
Because it's versus
the
spell.
Okay,
not
so
yeah.
it's not forcing a save on the stack. Gotcha. Okay.
No, yeah. So
Okay.
I'm gonna use my +1.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have a pool of +1s. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Casimir ain't going anywhere. Raphael can go get effed.
All right. So, Casimir, you start to fade, and I don't know, Jaden. What happens? Does like hair come out and protect, or?
It's more of a case of Jaden like reaches out as though there is something invisible between him and Casimir, grabs hold of it, and hairs kind of shoot out from the hole or folds between his finger or her fingers, and kind of just you can see this almost ripping motion as though the spell was just literally torn into reality and cast aside.
Casting aside the cast aside spell. I like it. And that's also kind of a weird and gross description, so I like it even more.
Delightful. Love it.
Wow. All right. Well,
I don't think you understand. Jaden does not like magic.
yeah.
Yeah, you've never run into somebody who will physically maul magic, but here it is.
Let's see. Raphael sees what you did to his spell. It like looks around. More. And the 3 of you will get an attack of opportunity if you still have one, as he is going to back away and run towards a pile of corpses.
Mordecai and Casimir would get one.
2,
I
5, 6.
do I have reaction? Yes, I do.
Yeah.
But I don't have Warcaster, otherwise I'd cast a spell.
Short
Welcome
sword?
with the stick.
With
I-
the stick.
I have a rapier.
Casimir, unfortunately, your axe misses as you
Nice.
swing, and he just like he manages to get very well. You hit him, and it feels like you hit flesh, but maybe it's a part of his undead nature or something. But you know, he's like this tough rhino hide or something, despite having this almost porcelain corpse flesh. Jaden and
Mordecai.
Jaden's
Mordecai.
already used the reaction.
oh, okay, Mordecai. Do you have a reaction or?
There, I think my Discord derped is what it was.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, Discord tapped.
I'm gonna try and bite him. So that's
Ooh,
good for
bite
that.
him.
Oh. Okay.
It's an attack. It's a
yep.
melee attack. So.
Yep.
Remember, that's -2 to the dice pool, and it is
Yeah.
an aggravated attack.
I'm not hearing anything.
Oh.
It's a VTM.
I didn't hear. I heard
Oh.
the BTM joke. I didn't hear what Maddie said.
Oh, bite. Bite. Nom nom.
Yeah, go ahead and bite.
Oh well.
Okay. Well, so Mordecai, you go to bite and did you just chip a fang? Like, there's just like like it's not as hard as metal, but certainly this is I mean, maybe porcelain is in a way to describe it because it's a very tough flesh. But yeah, you go for the bite and you just like feel like one of your fangs might be a little loose. And
that.
he runs away. And I have no gribblers in the dawn. Everyone has attacked already. So now we're going to go to NPCs, which are sailors and ships.
And Miss Mercury.
And Miss Merkuri. Miss Merkuri is getting attacked. She is... Ooh, I wonder if she... Okay. No, she seems to be in a swirling mix of melee. Maybe didn't pick up on anything here. So she has a lieutenant on her, and so she is going to... She will actually... Can she drop him? He hasn't taken damage. Yeah, I guess let's roll for a, Let's roll for a firebolt. Alright, the lieutenant takes 22 and is still up. And is ravaged by fire. And then the sailors, let's see. So some of them, they're going to start rushing up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Some of these other ones are going to start rushing forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to have... a couple of them are going to shout, "Hey, you, stop!" and are going to roll up on Bright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess they're going to have to... They're not going to get to attack, but there are going to be some sailors that are... They're going to have to effectively dash in order to get up into the mix. And then these ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4.
So that one
Okay.
crossed the water stream.
No, yeah, I guess the bag requires a constant activation, but the pumps are still going. So let's have him roll.
What about the 3 that ran up towards me? Did they have to cross the stream too, or were they already? They were already on the west side of it.
I think they were, and the ones that weren't ran up to try and get to the pump.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Blogargle, and this one is, I don't know what would be a good prone. Whatever. He's on the floor. Honestly, these sailors are like the other ones where they're kind of a minion. So this one runs through, and I guess it's kind of like getting hit in the ear with a snowball. Like you're done. And so it tried to cross, and so just kind of looked the wrong way and just pressurized water right in the face. Probably flooded his lungs, and took one of them out here. I think another one crossed as well. So plus that, and also Blagargles. Okay. That was movement up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so these ones only had to take a move. So there are some. There's 3 sailors on your bright, and that's probably not your thing, but they're still gonna see what they can do here. Does a 15 hit your AC?
Okay, so they all have disadvantage because I'm taking the dodge action.
Oh, shoot, that's right. All right, so hang on. So we have 2, 11, 3. That's right, you are dodging. Or...
So 2 misses.
Oh, and the 11 goes to a 1. All right, so they all rush up, and I don't know, you could describe... they're swinging, and...
Well, I'm just seeing it as like a Three Stooges thing where they all stand around me and they all take their swings, and I'm so low that they just swing right over me and they all get tangled. They're all swords going every which way. You know, I just kind of standing there looking at it.
Tangled up on themselves.
Okay, yeah, so they're just a tangle. They're not used to fighting short folk. Dwarves are in the north, but you're smaller than a dwarf. So yeah, they're kind of haplessly swinging. The other ones had to double move. So now the ships are going to flip and present. I guess. This one's going to shoot over here and is going to try and hit the lieutenant and Miss Merkuri. So Miss Merkuri is going to roll a... Alright, and my lieutenant... Yeah. Ooh, that's a big roll there. Alright, so Miss Merkuri takes 24 points of damage, and the lieutenant is dead again. Is shredded. But Miss Merkuri, certainly her dress is kind of torn up, and she's got some blood seeping into her nice kind of I think it was like a brown, like a tan schoolmarm outfit to complement the orange skin. And then the other ship is going to it's going to have to move. So it's going to flip, but it has to do a maneuver and kind of come back. It seems like they don't want to shoot into a place where their sailors are. So this one is just taking time to line up and get a shot towards the deck over here. But that is what it can do, is to move and kind of maneuver and not shoot. So that is going to take us back up to the top. We have Casimir. You have a little duder on you. We got Big Boss still around.
Well, let's get rid of test. 13 hit?
13 does hit. And 9 damage.
That one has taken damage, I'm pretty sure.
That one had not.
Oh, okay.
And no.
But now it has.
Hit them again.
And now it's dead.
And, yeah, yep. Well, that depends. Are you using Colossus Slayer?
Is he dead?
No.
Oh,
Now he is.
dead.
Overkill by 4 points.
Had one
Oh, I
left.
had one left.
All right. So, Casimir, you mystify, not in the baffling sense, but you mystify that sailor, that undead sailor. What are you doing?
I'm going over to him because he cannot outrun me.
This is true. All right.
The
So,
hunter has locked onto its prey.
yeah, you're dogging him here. Okay. Anything else, or are we going to Mordecai?
That will be it.
All right, Mordecai, Bright, Jaden.
Okay. Can I tell if Cypher is awake?
If you spend your action to observe, then I would say yes. But right now, he's doing a good job at being dead. But he hasn't he hasn't twitched or spoken because he's trying to play dead. So unless you're going to go out of your way to check, intrinsically you wouldn't know.
I also only have 1 hit point, so.
Alright. Then, because I am very concerned that these people coming up on us are going to attack us, I am going to run over to Cypher,
Okay.
and I'm going to dump a level 1 Cure Wounds into him.
I will happily take level 1 cure wounds. That's a delicious 8 hit points.
Yes.
I'm now on 9 hit points, which is good.
The
Good,
professor
good, good.
acts like a sponge, and
Get up, Professor. And as my
Here.
bonus action, I am. Oh, do I move the dawn to encompass what's his face? I think I
Raphael.
need.
Can you do
I
it
need to
without
eat-
getting Miss Merkuri?
Because it's either that, or I do it so that he has to walk into it to get his dudes.
Yeah, walking into it to get his dudes would probably be better.
Because that's my thought. But and I'm gonna shout to Miss Merkuri. Get out of the light!
all right, you shift the spotlight. And is there anything else for you, Mordecai, or are we going to Bright?
That's my action and bonus action, so that's it for me.
Okay. Bright, you have 3 Shadowheart sailors on you.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Okay, so I'm gonna do everything at once, because that's what I do.
Okay.
First thing, are they wearing armor that's made of metal?
No, they really don't have armor. They have like cloth sailor uniforms. They are holding short swords, so there's that.
Okay. Alright, so, and Peisu gets to go on my turn too, right?
Oh, yeah. Hang on. I'm sorry. The armor did move. I forgot that. Cause wait, we've already had a turn since.
Yeah.
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 Jaden. I don't think this will affect you, Bright, but I'm sorry that's true because
It's okay.
you all did want her to spend an action to do this. Jaden, this thing is running, and as it is, it's opening up, and as it's opening, like you're just staring into. I mean, it would almost look like an oven, right? It's filled with this like glowing fire, but the armor just opens up and is coming towards you, in sort of like a. In a motion, like its arms are up, and even the legs open up forward, like it wants to run into you. And so the question is, do you wish to allow this to happen? Otherwise, you can dodge out of the way.
Well, it can't get any worse, can it? And it's not like I have a very good dodge action, so... brace for impact, I suppose.
Okay. The armor opens up, and right when it's getting close, you do see that there's that sigil that was once removed and then replaced on, as that is like burning in the center, and the armor just kind of closes around you, and you just hear like a bunch of like pings and snaps as it just encapsulates you instantaneously. and you're on top of this. You hear in your mind the 2 command words that were a part of this armor, and as they reverberate out, as they're issued forth, you see that growing from the gauntlets are like 2 elongated blades, and this almost like scorpion-like tail rises up over your shoulder. And if you want to have any extra fiery effects, like kind of coming out from your helmet or between your joints, I'll leave that up to you.
I'm more concerned on how much crushing damage I am taking, because I just overlapped armor with armor.
None actually.
This is an Iron Maiden at this point.
This seemingly is just sort of. This has become like a part of you. Like it's on you. It actually feels comfortable, like a second skin.
Iron Man moment. I approve. Ow.
It makes sense that Jaden would both be Iron Man and Iron Maiden.
Is this where I'm supposed to say run to the hills?
Okay, so that happens,
Yeah.
and you are in your armor. It is in its activated form, Derek, and so you can use whatever attacks and stats are there. And yeah, the armor is as a second skin on you. Okay, I'm sorry, Bright. You didn't see that happen, unfortunately. It would have been really cool if you did, but you're gonna have to just suffer a bunch of sailors.
Yeah, I was on the other side of the deck house. That's okay. Okay, so the first thing I want is for Peggy Sue. She has 50 movement normally,
Okay.
which is, unfortunately, she can make it without taking an action, assuming that she flies up and over the sailors, because that's what she would
Sure.
do. She can make it to here. Can she operate the hose from there?
No,
does
she'd
she
have
have-
she'd have to be in the circle.
Okay, so she's gonna take the dash action and make that extra.
Okay.
She just has to do one extra hard flap,
Yeah.
but it tires her out for the whole rest of the turn.
Okay.
Okay, now activating the hose, is that my bonus action or hers? Or both?
It's an extension of. She would be an extension of you to do this, so it is your bonus action to do.
Okay, that's fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and have her point the hose at 2 of the sailors that are next to me. So like so.
Sure. Okay. Let's see if you. Oh wow! So the 2 of them, like it hits one, it kind of spins into the arm of the other. He's like, I didn't know, and then like, but they both hold on as they're being doused by the water. So they're not garbled with a red X, but they're certainly wet, but they're not pushed. However, they do seem to otherwise be like distracted or enamored or who knows.
Yeah, not good enough. Not good enough. Not good enough. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. It's really kind of unfortunate. Okay, what can I do? I guess I'll just have to wear it. I will go ahead. I didn't want to do this. But, actually, let me think about it for a second. I'm gonna go ahead and, yeah, I guess I have to. I'm gonna go ahead and cast a firebolt
Oh,
at Raphael.
sure. Okay.
Which for some reason, it's because I don't have the right tool selected. Look, I'm leaving little pink dots all over the ship.
I mean, that's it. Just
It's my glitter.
yeah.
It's a very right thing to do.
Okay, so there it is. I'm targeting not Mordecai, Raphael with the firebolt,
Okay.
and it's a 24, so
Yeah, you hit.
My friend.
13.
All right.
It's a
All
little
right,
below
noted.
average, but not too bad. Okay, that's all I think. Actually,
Mhm.
yeah, I guess I better. Well, no. Let's see. That's a strength save. So I think I'm not gonna go ahead and run through the water. I'm just gonna stay put, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay, we're on to Jaden, and then
Wait.
Professor. Oh,
Can I? Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm dumb. I'll stop talking now.
okay. Jaden.
Well, right now the professor's still in danger. So, as much as I want to end up dealing with Raphael right now, I believe I have to leave that to Casimir. So, I am going to attack the two closest to me. And, yeah. I believe I get one attack. Nope. Two attack. Probably not.
No,
Two attack.
you bonk. You bonk the sailor. Actually, whoops. I have to. You bonk the sailor. You bonk the second sailor. And with your third attack, though, are you?
I'm going to take a 5-foot step.
Okay. Oh,
Split
it's
my
a,
action.
yeah. You're gonna like step over the professor. Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And you absolutely blow this third one away. Just boom.
And if I recall, you have an addition, or no, that's just an optional attack. So, but I am
Yep.
technically dual wielding at this point, according to your description. Or was that more flavor? Assume that was flavor.
The tail. Let me see. That's actually a good question. I have not considered that. However, that might end up being in your favor. That could end up being another attack, or an offhand. It's not even in a hand. Give me.
If it counts as an offhand attack, you don't have to remove your shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be able to get away with this. 1 second. These are the important questions to ask your DM. So yeah, you have you get clawed gauntlets, and yeah, if you want to use a bonus action to attack with your scorpion tail, I would allow it.
Okay.
And all right, so yeah, you come through. Boo, boo. That third one just boo gets, really gets it with that crit, and then your tail. You know, it's like you've had a tail your whole life. Maybe this is how Mordecai feels. It's kind of cool.
Oh god, I'm becoming more like a tiefling.
Well, and expertly, your tail just kind of lashes out, and as you even feel like this pulsing as like a venom pours into this person's throat, and he falls.
At this point, I would turn to Mr. Silverleaf. Get Professor Cypher on his feet.
Got it. Impressive.
Compliments later. Let's get everybody out of here and deal with this thing.
Right.
All right, so that is Jaden, and now we have the Professor Cypherius.
So basically, what they would see is Cypher kind of rise to his feet, floating there. He's gonna grab a hold with one gauntlet. He's gonna grab a hold of the fixed part of the ship, the little roof thing there. I'm guessing
Okay.
there's probably some support beam holding it up.
To stand up is half your movement.
Yeah, it'll be half my movement. I'm not moving. It's fine.
Okay.
And grabbing on. and see that the sacred geometries begin to appear on the other gauntlet, and he looks to the other two. Hold on, we're going up.
What?
I'm going to jam the other gauntlet straight into the deck.
Okay.
I need to draw something right now. And it is going to be rather large, so hold Actually, I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to do this real quick, because it is very large. I'm going to do it with a square.
Do the
because that'll be
perimeter,
easier.
yeah.
So I'll shift that. Need to check distances.
What's important is what sections of the ship you're affecting.
It's a 50-foot radius.
Ah.
It's massive. Like, it'll easily capture the entire width of the ship. And so I need to go 50 to here. Right, and yeah, this will pretty much capture the engines and everything else as well. So it'll be from here. That is the wrong one. I grabbed the wrong one. There it is. Is out to here, and then I have to grab this and move it down just a little to capture everything properly. It didn't have Miss Merkuri, it's out there. Good. Now that that's over and done with, it's now time to reveal what I'm doing. As the sacred geometry etches itself into the ship's deck,
Okay.
everything is going to begin giving off these blue lines that seem to point down towards the ground. But then they start to move, pointing up towards the air.
Ah.
Ooh.
As basically his goal is, he's grabbed onto something and he's literally going to flip the ship and everything on it and just chuck it into the air. Where I'm putting the actual point, the height of the cylinder will probably be about 50 feet, so that it's actually picking up the ship and not just the stuff on the deck.
Okay.
If need be, I'll even chuck it into the water so that water comes up with it.
Well, there's certainly a lot of cargo on the ship, on the deck, that doesn't get any sort of save because it's all just a bunch of dead bodies. So they fall upward to the top of the area.
Which means, and if the ship goes with it, that means they'll be falling back into the deck of the ship. That's why I grabbed hold of something. So that I'm not taking fall damage, and it's also why I told you guys to grab hold of something.
Let's see.
Can we have advantage maybe on our deck saves because he warned us, or?
Yeah, I did say it loud enough to,
Or does the ship not count as an object that can be moved?
Well,
I mean, it is an object. And it's not anchored to the ground.
No, but it's a weight issue, wouldn't it be?
No. There's no weight limit. It's just, if it's not anchored to the ground, it goes upwards.
there's another consideration as well that I'm actually I'm weighing
What's
in
considered
terms
ground
of this.
in this particular instance, yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of like if I cast the earthquake spell on an airship, does it do anything? Is that ground? Though, because of the nature of the professor, his studies, and his magic, and what he's doing, where he's doing it, this might actually have a great effect on the ship. So what I will need... alright. Professor, I want you to make an Arcana check alongside this. And this is going to be kind of a test of your resonance.
Alright. No whammies. No whammies. No whammies. No whammies. Go. Ooh.
Okay.
Actually, do I still have... No, I don't. I'll use a +1 on it and make it a 15.
You can use a +1 if you want.
Yeah, I'll use a +1 because I can't get that really, really nice, beautiful green number, so I'll try and push it as high as I possibly can.
That'd been something else if you did, but a 15 is still better than a 14. All right, now I am going to roll a thing. Okay. The ship itself, it does creak. However, you're finding that there are bodies that are starting to just float up into the air. I need everyone to make just a regular dex saving throw. This is something that, I mean, Bright, while there was a call out, you're also between two firing water cannons. There's fighting and other things going aboard the ship. So, I mean, a call out, I don't think that would provide advantage. I won't say disadvantage, but all of you are going to have to make a dexterity saving throw, and we're going to have to see if there's some kind of a fixed object that would even allow, like, Bright, you're next to a ladder and a railing on the side, so you can grab onto that.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Whoa!
I sure can.
Yeah.
Quick and nimble.
Since Peggy Sue can fly, does she have to make the save?
I'm not worried about it. She could just flap out of there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it deals no damage, so she's not at risk of being, like, dropped or anything, so she'll get a pass on this. Okay, so Bright is clinging on to the railing. Then we have Mordecai. Mordecai, do you pass, or no? We're looking for a 19, aren't we?
I'm looking for a 19.
All right, Mordecai. You start drifting up, and then Jaden.
Mordecai starts to suddenly get anxiety
Oh yeah, I was scared of heights.
because he's scared of heights.
Here's a question. Given Jaden has like literal blades attached to her gauntlet, like coming out of her gauntlets, would she be able to dig into the deck as a fixed object with the deck save?
Given the armor state, yes, I would allow that. So Jaden can attempt a deck save.
Yep. Oof.
Okay.
Yep,
So I
there's,
mean, like you slam down, but the claws, you hear the metal on metal grind, and then you start rising up. Casimir also is floating up. Now I got to roll for my big boy.
And I'm holding on to the.
Woo!
to the
Raphael
roof
is.
now. He's grabbed onto the railing.
Yeah, he's 5 feet from a railing. I don't know if there's really.
Yeah. What can he reach?
Yeah.
I don't see anything.
He
here.
doesn't have. Well, he has a tail, but it's. I mean.
Tails aren't 5 feet long though.
Yeah, not. I mean, look, depending on the tiefling, they'll tell you how they measure it. Maybe.
A 6 foot tiefling probably has a 3.5, 4 foot tail.
No,
Because
at
halfway
most.
in your body.
I mean, you got growers and showers. It's it just.
Euphemism.
On a warm
Hey,
day,
don't
his
you
tail
worry
is
about me.
longer. Thermal expansion.
Wow.
It's a cold day. He's suffering from shrinkage.
Yeah, it must be a cool summer evening here. So actually, yeah, he doesn't have anything to hang on to except Casimir, but Casimir has also drank the fizzy lifting drinks. So Raphael
Look,
is
he's gonna
floating
do
up.
140 damage. Don't worry about me.
And We have some sailors. Honestly, I'm not really concerned. They're all gonna float up, and so this sailor's gonna float up, and all these corpses are also, all these corpses are also floating in the air, and the ship does give like a and a couple ping ping, but nothing seems to be buckling or whatever.
Oh, what's happening? What's happening? What am I doing? I'm not in control of this. What's happening?
You can see, at least from the party members and from Raphael, that I said each of you would have blue strings coming off of you that were attached to the ground, but now are attached to basically the roof of the cylinder, attached to this pointed space, and that seems to be where you're kind of just bobbing up and down gently.
I will also say that the water coming out of the cannons is also like bending up and is like spooting up into the air, creating a nice like a mist and almost like a fog as everything's like falling and swirling around. Mordecai, with all this running water around you, this is starting to get. Not only are you like falling, you're falling, you're going up, and you're getting really itchy from all this moving water, kind of spraying around haphazardly. We're not at the point of acid damage yet, but you're like, ooh, this is getting close.
Yeah.
Anything else, Cypherius?
Bonus action. My Hexblade's curse is still up, because luckily that doesn't go away when I'm incapacitated, only if I die or my target dies. So, currently I don't have any spells I can cast, but I give Raphael a look like, oh, you gone done did it now, son.
Alright, you glare at Raphael. Raphael is falling up with Casimir. And it is actually Raphael's turn to do something. What
can Raphael do?
Yeah, what can he do?
There's nothing to grab onto, so he's got literally nothing to move. So he has to do something that's basically within his reach or within a spell range.
Well, I might have a spell that I can use. That spell is, there we go. Oh, I can't actually do that. I thought I could. It's not. The spell's name is deceptive. And also for the current condition, this is the exact antithesis to what I wanted to do. All right. Well, I can't do that. So instead, I am going to try. No, he's not a 3D fighter. I guess. So he falls. He's just kind of bobbing at the top. I wonder. I guess he's gonna try. That was a 7th level spell?
Yes. He's gonna try dispelling it. Is he sure?
He's sure.
Oh.
All right. Yep.
Gravity works.
He is going to try and dispel magic. Though he needs to pass this spellcasting ability check. So I need a 17. And let me look up his stat here. He is based off of that.
Yeah. And no proficiency, it's just his stat.
Yeah. Okay.
No. Stay floating.
No good.
Yeah, stay floating.
I do. That's a failure.
Yep. He does not dispel. Okay. So, that was his turn. And, there's no... You can't move over to him. Man.
Nope.
Alright, NPCs go. Miss Merkuri is standing there like, what? Is just kind of like looking up and, huh?
So,
I told her to get out of the
she is
light.
looking up yeah, you got told to get out of the light, and
Yeah.
Cypher is also going to call it. After you do that, open fire! And pokes and points at Raphael floating in the air there.
She's examining the situation. And you want her to attack Raphael. So she will.
Oh!
She'll look up, do some calculations, and her tail kind of rises up as well. She seems to be using that to coordinate. And a disintegration beam arcs out of Miss Merkury's, I don't know, spellcasting
Dexterity
area.
That's a dexterity saving throw for Raphael.
Yeah.
Is she gonna be at any disadvantage?
Well, that's
Probably. What? How does he jump out of the way?
He has no footing.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
he could still like wrap his body around the, you know,
he,
like
he
the
might be able to
Matrix
like
style
curl up or
bullet time.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
something along those lines. The spell itself doesn't say, you know, because other spells and effects say like you have disadvantage or you can't make it.
Yeah, and I
So-
don't specifically say
So
that.
he might be able to curl up into a ball or something. So now that said, Raphael does not have a good dexterity. So,
See how this goes.
Turn him in.
nope.
That's 10d6 plus 40 if it was a level 6. If it was higher than that, it's 13.
No, it was just a
D6.
level 6.
So it's 10d6 plus 40.
Just a plain old level 6. 75 damage.
So how's he looking?
He's beat up
A little
again.
disintegrated.
I mean, he has been restoring himself by consuming the refallen. But I mean, you all are continue to beat on him, and Miss Merkuri lands a solid disintegration on him. So, and now I have my airships that see what all the shenaniganery happening here. There's no sailors that are alive, and so this one is simply going to turn. Oh, but you're not on the. Y'all aren't on the deck, so it can't really.
Yeah.
Tried to shoot something at the deck.
Oh,
as soon as
yeah,
that
well,
happens, it's gonna go.
Bright is. Yeah,
Of
so
course,
I.
if they fire into the anti-gravity field, they should
Oh!
probably have disadvantage because the
You.
ball
It
is
would,
going
yeah.
that way.
Up.
Oh, you know what they're gonna try? Given the how these pilots have tried to act, they see you all floating there. They're probably thinking that you're just sort of flying around. They're gonna try and ram you with their ship as you're flying there in the sky. So they're gonna try and run into you with their airship. And
Is it as soon as they touch that, that's gonna flip the ship because the orientation of gravity is
so
I don't know that.
unless the ships are able to fly upside down.
I am going to roll, I guess, kind of like a piloting check. And I'm going to have this piloting check be versus your spell save.
So DC 19 then.
Woo! All right.
Oh,
All right. So you all see that this thing lines up, and it starts moving, and it gets really rough. It's like whoops. And however, it is on a collision course here with you all, and so it pilots through, and it is going to bash into you all. But I mean, you all can just like roll, so it's gonna actually just pass. It's gonna pass by and end over here. And let's see if that's kind of like fall damage. It moved a significant amount, and it's just battering into you. So I don't know. Let's go. Let's do this. 34 bludgeoning damage. Because nothing really, like, squished you against it. You just sort of, like, bounced off the side of it and tumbled, and kind of, like, were tumbling through. But,
each of us in the air?
Yes, to each of you in the air.
I am down.
Blarg.
Oh no! Oh no!
That means the dawn is gone.
Did that hit me as well?
No.
Okay.
No, you weren't lined up for that.
So
I was in the air.
Jaden and Mordecai, because I was not in the air. I'm
All
currently
right.
holding on to the housing.
And then this ship pivots. The sailors are in the air, but Bright isn't. So I'm going to attempt to try and smack Bright. Bright, go ahead and make a dexterity save.
What are you smacking me with?
One of the, like the shrapnel canisters.
Okay.
Would she have advantage because of the reversed gravity?
Yeah, I'll give advantage on that because yeah, the canister is smaller and would have to go through. So yeah,
okay.
That's fine.
12.
All right. Unfortunately, now there's a bunch of thumbtacks floating in the air, and you take 23 piercing damage from the shrapnel.
Ow. 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 Ow, 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 ow.
Okay, there we go. That's 23. This is total immersion, everyone.
I don't think I'm concentrating on anything, so nothing there to worry about.
I am out cold.
And so yeah, Casimir, we're on to you. Mordecai is knocked out.
So I am in the air.
Yes.
Can I? What?
You can
what
swing
even
at him. He's
can I do?
within 5 feet.
He is kind of floating there. You got a whirlwind attack. You can kind of chopper through this.
Whirlwind only works if I'm.
Otherwise, you can smack him.
Back him twice.
Yeah.
Did either of them.
I guess there's really no advantage or disadvantage because you're both in the same predicament, so it'd just be straight up. Unfortunately, both of those are going to miss. So, Casimir, you're having to recalibrate. One of your hits, you do smack against him, but it kind of just, like, bounces off his weird flesh.
Things off.
Yeah.
Floats down a little and
Okay.
back up a bit.
I'm going to attempt to push him or shove him 5 feet.
Oh, alright. Sure. So, yeah, this is shove. What do I need to? Is this a contested roll?
Opposing athletics,
Yeah.
I think.
Okay. Is this kind of? It's not super his thing, but he's not going to be terrible at it. Okay. So what ends up happening because you're falling is you actually push off of him 5 feet. I guess it's kind of the same thing, but you don't get to position him. Instead, he kind of uses your momentum and flings you. Actually, yeah, that's fine. All right. If there's nothing else, Mordecai needs to make a death saving throw.
Yep.
And does so. Almost a 20. And Bright. Bright, what are you doing?
Yeah. So, I want to take a quick look at that ship. Is it the same kind of ship that I just blew up?
Yes, pretty much. Same ship, different name. Maybe like a slightly different color of wood.
Yeah. And Mordecai's incapacitated and he's floating there at the top of the gravity well.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, you know, usual,
Yeah.
just Tuesday things.
Yeah. Yeah, we really should have retreated when I said, hey, let's you and him fight. So I'm pretty far below that ship, right? I mean, it's not.
Yeah, it had to rise up so that the hull was 50 feet to meet everyone to bounce them off.
Yeah, okay. And then the soldiers or the sailors that were next to me, they floated away, right?
Yeah, they're also they floated up 50 feet. They're rather precariously close to the corner of this illuminated area as well.
Yeah, I don't really care if they what happens to them though, because they're all gonna fall out of the sky and kind of go splort.
Yeah.
So, okay, I want to take another quick look over at Raphael. What sort of shape does he appear to be in?
A lot of his, actually, pretty well, most of his bandages have been disintegrated, burnt away. He has this weird kind of a glistening, again, kind of like a porcelain-like flesh. And he is rather upset and snarling things and infernal.
Okay.
He has a weird symbol to Ouija's also that's just like right there on his chest.
Yeah.
It's not a standard one, that's for sure.
Yeah. Boy, do I wish Mordecai wasn't incapacitated. That's really inconvenient. Okay, so I'm gonna use my bonus action to have Peggy Sue try to shoot the boat, the floating boat with the water cannon.
That... I don't think that's really going to work because it's inside that gravity well, and as the water's kind of bending up in a reverse waterfall.
Yeah, but it's only gonna... I mean, it'll float. How much effect can gravity have on it in the 5 feet that the water has to travel? Right?
Yeah, it doesn't have to
just
travel
gonna-
5 feet.
She's just gonna be aiming it normally, more or less.
It's a good thing you've got a physicist in the call because
I guess I could give advantage because it would be distorted. Though just remember you're shooting a water cannon at an air vessel, so it's going to be Burley itself. But
yeah, I'm just expecting it to be a distraction more than anything else.
Oh, okay, yeah. And
So-
hey, I can roll low. Who knows?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. So we're gonna go ahead and re-aim this, and it's gonna go like so.
Okay. And not low, but you certainly do. Peggy Sue has to kind of like boop, boop, using your will to try and adjust. You are just sending like water, a spray of water, all across the ship. It doesn't seem to knock it off course, but it's definitely soaking it, and it's filling the air with like almost like a light fog with water droplets going everywhere.
Okay. And now, so I'm hanging from this ladder upside down, right?
Yes.
Basically? Okay. Does that, like, if I want to move, how do I move?
You want to climb down into the water, or?
Well, I was thinking I want to come over here so I'm not in the gravity well.
Oh, then you'd be doing sort of the Adam West style Batman climb, like you're just holding onto the rail and kind of like taking deliberate steps as you're hanging on. So you're kind of in a falling state, but you have 25 feet of movement. So if you just want to move, I'll say with your movement, you can just get outside of the gravity well here.
Okay, I'll do that, and then I'll stand upright again. And then I'm going to go ahead and take a firebolt shot at Raphael.
Okay.
It's 120 feet, so...
It looks like your one remaining floof is like just barely caught, so it's kind of flapping up, but that doesn't disrupt your aim, and you hit Raphael with it.
I probably would have done that on purpose if I had the chance.
Okay.
It's too bad I'm not on video. I would have floofed it, but it's not possible today.
And the fire.
Oh, right. Yeah, the damage. 14.
Oh, all right. Okay, it slams into him, and more kind of hisses away. And anything else bright, or are we going to Jaden?
No, I think I'm cooked. That's all I got.
Okay, Jaden, you're floating next to an unconscious dying vampire. What do you do?
I don't even know if medicine will cure him. Gotta try. I'm gonna use my action to try and stabilize Mordecai.
Um, I will say, because he can't be cured by normal means, a normal medicine won't work. That said, Jaden,
Yep.
you have
I know what the alternative is.
there is an alternative. The conundrum is you are completely covered in armor, and if you want to feed him blood, you will have to damage yourself. Like, you're gonna have to puncture your own flesh effectively, as this armor has become, in order to feed him your blood.
Oh, question.
Yes.
There are corpses floating there, right? Just regular old corpses, right?
Yes.
Which are probably full of blood, right? Why not just feed him one of those? You literally have a corpse within 5 feet that you could just drag to him and stuff in his mouth. Like, stuff a piece of in his mouth to feed him blood. Would that work?
It's not really been tried, so it might be possible that he can suck down old blood. I mean, it's not
Well, I mean,
old because they're
fresh.
fresh. They're fresh. So it is. It could be possible. It would be up to Jaden to either just, I don't know, ignore Mordecai, feed Mordecai her own blood, or try stuffing down sailor bits.
Right now, I can't go on an if. I need guarantees. Yeah, but Jaden wouldn't know
Many
that.
fall in the face of chaos, but not this one.
Jaden's never
Not today.
observed that. Oh, no, you'd be
Yeah,
correct.
no, Jaden did observe that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if that's the case and that is previous knowledge, then yeah, I will use one of the corpses.
Okay. Sure. You.
Object interaction pretty much is, when you're talking about a corpse. Corpse is no longer a creature, it's an object.
Make an either a medicine or an arcana. This is before.
Oh.
Okay.
I got my dice back.
It hot potato. It's Derek's now.
Yep, very hot potato.
Okay, yeah, you think back, yeah, he did this with these other creatures. Give it a try. You can reach over and grab one of these sailors and I guess try and how are you gonna get the
Right.
blood?
No, I think I know exactly. Like, I now know exactly what you're talking about. Whatever he feeds on, he gains traits of. And what the traits of these things have is not something that's going to help Mordecai. In fact, it's a high likelihood, and if that happens, he's going to turn on us.
Well, these are just sailors. If that means anything.
No.
It's regular old humans.
Okay. All right, I'll give
Yeah,
it a shot.
it's just the lieutenants that are undead.
Okay. How in this reverse gravity situation are you going to, I guess, milk blood into Mordecai's mouth and down his gullet?
I mean, Mordecai would be lying back up to the air.
Well,
most likely.
gravity is working in opposite, so in technicality, I can just pour it down his gullet and call it a day.
Yeah.
Literally, just hang the corpse underneath them.
Oh, you're not in a constant falling state, are you?
No.
No. Okay. Oh yeah. All right then. Yeah, because you've reached. You're just sort of like.
It's like the top of the cylinders, now the floor.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. No. Never mind. I thought you were in a constant fall, like a orbiting Earth
Like
kind of a
gravity,
thing. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Like a spacewalk.
No. So yeah, you can. Especially the one that you sundered with a warhammer, which is impressive. He's dealt enough
The
bludgeoning
sunblade.
damage to sunder. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, with the sunblade. So yeah, you can make. He's unconscious. Go ahead and make a medicine at advantage. Just, I guess this is. Oh yeah, all right. So some blood does start to flow into Mordecai, and Mordecai. Hey, you have 1 hit point.
You're back up. That's what matters. I'm sorry that eventually you are going to come crashing back down, and it is going to hurt.
Oh no.
But I do have
Hang
a.
on to me, Mr. Hang on to me, Mr. Silverleaf.
Oh, we're up in the air. This is
And
weird.
oh, it's not the floating that's going to kill you again.
That's not the floating that's going to kill you again.
Anything else, Jaden, or are we on to Cypherius?
How close are we to the ground? 30 feet or higher?
50.
50.
50.
It's 100 feet actually.
Oh, it's
It's
100.
100 foot
Oh.
high. It's a 50-foot radius, so you're 100 feet up.
Oh, well then.
That's how you
Well,
picked
then,
up a car the
I
ship
am
with.
going. There's not much I can do. I'm gonna brace it so that I am taking the damage for Mordecai.
It's not ending yet though.
Okay. Cypherius, then, what are you doing?
So I'm currently hung onto the roof support. I see Raphael in my sight. I'm going to summon my hyperspheres to my hand, and he's going to be taking some Eldritch blasts.
Pew pew.
And he's still under Hexblade's curse, so 19s or 20s will crit. 1,
Miss.
2,
Hit.
that's an 18.
The
3, that'll miss.
miss. So you got 1 hit on him.
Right, so, yep, so he's going to be taking an extra 5 damage from this.
All right.
20 damage. That's
Oh.
a max damage blast. Because
Okay.
I get my proficiency bonus to damage from Hexblade's curse.
Okay. Got it.
So yep, he's gonna be taking 20 damage from me from that. Bonus action. Is there anything I can do? Don't think there is. No, it's all of my bonus action spells are spell slot requiring, and I have none of those left. So he's just gonna take a bolt to the face from me, and that'll be that.
All right. Once more, he's gonna try and undo your magic. He's going through the incantations, and
Waste your actions, buddy. Waste your actions.
woo.
He's breaking it now.
Okay. So,
I am gonna pass out again.
Luckily,
the effect wears off, and you all are going to fall 100 feet.
including
I'll
him.
take the damage.
Wait, it's falling already? Has it been 10 turns?
He dispelled it.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, I see. I wasn't.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, he
Well, that's-
dispelled it.
That's interesting. Okay.
So I'm pretty sure those 3 sailors are very dead.
Oh yeah, they're
Like-
they're absolutely pancaked.
But it's gonna be 10d6 damage.
Yeah.
40 damage.
I'm
down, Mordecai.
Down to 0.
No.
But you're not dead. Wait, what's up?
Like I said, I'm specifically taking the damage on Mordecai's behalf. I'm bracing it for him.
Alright, how would that work?
If you want to do that, that's fine. You're gonna take all of your falling damage, and I'd allow you to take, I guess, half of Mordecai's. So you'd take 60, and Mordecai would take 20. But there's no way.
Still be down to 0.
Yeah, there's no way you can you can absolutely cushion. Now, I will say, if you want, falling 100 feet, we're talking hit point damage. We're probably going to be talking about, in an kind of an in/out of character sense, broken bones or compound fractures, falling 100 feet onto a metallic deck. So if you want to try and reduce that, then, if you want to try and reduce, Mordecai's shins rupturing through his knees, then you can do that. But he'll be at 0 hit points regardless.
Alright. Never mind then.
At least we're not looking at massive damage causing death. Like he's not insta dead, so that's
That is true.
that's the big thing.
I believe the falling damage would qualify as bludgeoning.
It is bludgeoning damage. If absorb out,
Yeah.
Is bludgeoning an elemental type?
It doesn't say elemental. Despite what the spell name says, it just says damage type.
Oh, all right. It's
Yeah.
bludgeoning damage, so if
Those
that's how
words
the
are
if yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, actually, if you look at absorb elements in the Xanathars, it has to be elemental damage.
Yeah, it's a reaction which you take when you take acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage. It's part of the reaction.
All right.
So technically, the reaction would trigger for absorb elements.
Okay.
Okay.
Never mind then.
All right. So the you're falling. Do you still wish to cradle Mordecai, or are you just are both of you falling together?
We're unconscious together.
Okay. As you're falling 100 feet, is there anything you want to say to each other?
Oh shit.
You hear from below you.
All right, Cypherius, there's nothing really affecting you there. These sailors go squish. Casimir, you take 40 damage. Are you still conscious?
Yep. 28.
Man.
How's Raphael doing?
I'm going to give you back problems. You may be conscious, but I'm going to give you lower back pain.
While I'm falling, could I put my shield under me?
All right, then I'm going to break your forearm, but sure.
But no, how's Raphael doing?
Raphael is falling and taking all of that damage. And
That could not have been good for him.
and as that happens, that is going to bring him to he lands, and you hear Casimir. You know the sound of your own flesh sundering and bones breaking. I mean, you've done it enough times. You've been in the area. You've been around the block. You've taken tussles in the sand and other locales before. Raphael lands, and there's just like this deathly there's like a splat, and almost like a constant muffled squish sound from inside of him. If any of you are familiar with the term liquefaction, his innards have gone through the process of liquefaction. So in a sense, his outer shell, his like tough skin is whole. So think like Joker at the end of the first Batman movie, the Tim Burton Batman movie. So there's like a little leak out his head or like out his ear, but I mean his insides are jelly. And so yeah, he falls and does not seem to be getting back up. The other ships are still going to be a threat. Miss Merkuri, unless I don't know if any of you want to stay. Bright, if you have a plan. I mean, Miss Merkuri kind of looks over at you. You could look at her if you want in return. But she's gonna run forward. If you come with me, I can get us out of here.
Cypher is definitely going to go, yes, gather us, let's get out of here, like, right now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's my turn, right? So,
Well, the ships technically are going to get to do stuff, but it's Casimir, Mordecai, Bright, so there are some turns.
Okay. Well, if she's looking at me, then if I have a chance to respond, I'll say, we should have gotten out of here a long time ago.
What can you do? And she doesn't do that, but so the ships are turning and loading and preparing to see if there's anything else that they can do here. So we're at Casimir. No other sailors pour out. These ones have these ones are effectively just not a part of this anymore, as well as the others here. So Casimir.
Pretty sure they probably. I'm 90% sure they probably ran away after seeing their friends literally turn into mush upon hitting the metal deck.
You have a compound fracture in your forearm, but that doesn't keep you from getting up and kind of limping over to everyone.
Well, do this first. Well, that is
Wow.
too Jaden.
You just go over and kind of give him like the
Hey, hold on,
Luigi
hold
taunt.
on.
You just sort of
Why
like,
not?
hey,
Why not?
wake up.
That's plus
Why
your
not?
that's
Oh,
plus
yeah,
your
yeah.
wisdom.
Yep,
I
Yes.
don't have it. Try then.
yep. So it'd be whatever your wisdom is.
Oh, my wisdom's 0.
Oh,
Wait, what?
not wisdom
Minimal effort. She's
Okay,
big girl.
I'll
Where's
say
big girl
PT is
plants?
Terrible. But I suppose if you're not using saves, then it doesn't matter.
I don't have
But at
any
least-
mental stats.
Jaden's back up at
It's
least.
all physical here.
Mordecai, death saving throw.
no, we'll see.
However, it did reset. But that's
Ooh.
matter.
Mordecai's also
So you're only at
leaking
one.
out of someplace.
It's one fail.
Bright, what are you doing?
I'll make sure that Mordecai doesn't die.
Yeah, okay. So, isn't that interesting? I guess I'll just go ahead and take the dash action.
Sure.
And, I think I should be able to make it to here. Or to here. With my dash. So,
This is a
so I think maybe here, this is a good place.
Okay. Alrighty.
We want to beat him to some more blood. Get him up. Because Jaden, you've got to go before.
It
I
is.
do.
Yeah, Jaden and Cypherius.
Yeah, I guess with the bloody bits all around, doesn't take much to hand at feeding Mordecai at this point.
Alright, you are turning Mordecai into an organivore here as you shove giblets down his throat.
It's just giblets.
Hey, there you go. You got a nice tender lumbling. You got 4 hit points back from that sailor.
Oh, let's not do that again.
I honestly didn't think that he would dispel it.
I'm
The madman! The absolute madman!
fairly certain that this dead body of mine is mangled.
Oh yeah, you're gonna need to feed and rest and maybe
Yeah,
feed.
you're definitely going to need at least a good night's sleep to recover from this.
Oh,
Wouldn't that be cool if you ever slept, Mordecai?
yeah.
You get to be awake for all of this.
Oh no.
So I'm going to.
Yeah, Cypherius.
I'm gonna ready an action just in case one of those ships decides to fly back over or shoot something. I'm gonna ready an Eldritch Blast to shoot. If they shoot a shrapnel bomb, I'm gonna shoot it out of the sky with an Eldritch Blast, and I'm going to beckon Miss Merkuri over like, let's get out of here.
Okay. So that's Cypherius. It is. Raphael's body. Kind of. It dissolves into this kind of ghostly mist. This same fire you saw behind his eyes, and his body kind of like burns up and starts to waft away.
Does it leave anything behind?
No, it's his body's consumed.
Like any gear or anything like that, like a sword or what have you?
No, it all seems to go with him. But I will say, you are conscious and you're the observant boy here. You're the perception monkey, Mordecai.
Yeah.
So go ahead and make a perception at disadvantage to see if there's any sort of fun little things you can catch before this happens.
Fingers crossed.
Wow. All right.
Like maybe that Ouija symbol.
Yeah,
is just-
24. Yeah, so all right, as he's sort of decomposing, or he's turning from a I guess he's still semi-solid, so I guess we went from liquefaction into sublimation, where a solid turns into a gas. And as that is happening, you see his fully exposed chest, and there is this... It is a Ouija symbol, but it's an old, different kind, and for sure, whatever that faction was that I guess brought him back, that had something to do with the people in the cabin that you came across... this is just a different kind, and you can store that away as maybe a clue or something for later. Yeah, you're getting a full look at this, and also you have Celine's book. Celine was taking notes about the bodies in the cabin, so you might be able to reference her book at a later time also and see if there's anything in there.
I have plenty of time to study.
Yeah. They'll pour you into a Mordecai-shaped mold and let you kind of set again, and you'll re-gelatinize soon. So he goes. There's no other undead. Miss Merkuri runs over to you all, and she looks at you all, and that'll have to work as a beacon. This could be rough. Hang on. And she makes a big sweeping incantation here, and all of you enter a fiery hole. And as this happens, I mean, it's not even like a cool, like he's swinging a sparkler around like in the one Marvel, the whatever, Benedict Cumberbatch. Why am I derping on the name?
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, Doctor Strange. You are all... I mean, you're hurled through hell, effectively. Like, this fire in a tube surrounds you. Even you, Mordecai, you're kind of breaking a sweat. There's an intense fire, and we're talking like vivid oranges and reds, even like a black fire that's a mix and swirling through things. And as the heat and everything dissipates and clears, you come out and there's like a big, like a shimmering heat wave that comes off when you remanifest. And Miss Merkuri is kind of like, she's not in the superhero pose, but she's kind of down and huffing a bit. Wipes some sweat off her brow, looks up at the tower. Magical beacon, best I could do in a pinch. Because it has been visible from this place, you know, it's a backdrop item, but that will take us at the end of this combat. You all are back in the square here, at the base by the wall of the burning tower. It is nighttime. You are away from the port. There's not a lot of people around. You are in the square, so there are observers, including clerics of Ouijas, who look like they have seen people who have manifested magically at the base of the tower and are running over to check in on someone who might be injured.
I am very injured.
But they can't heal you.
What we'll do, you all gave me an extra hour. It is almost 4, but we can leave it here. If you have questions or stuff, like write it down, and we'll pick up here. But just personally, I won't be able to go too much longer.
That is fair enough.
100%.
But you know, any things like compound fractures, or you know, you need to suck blood or whatever. You're not doing so. I mean, Mordecai, you can be conscious, but you're probably having a hard time moving. The blood does help, but you only had you had some just juicy morsels.
Yeah.
You are... What I'll do is I'll say in the immediacy, you're in kind of a shock despite you being undead. So you're not consumed with like, I need to drink blood now, and your eyes just, you know, you turn into, you give into the beast, to use masquerade parlance. But your body,
right
your body is, I mean, when this shock wears off, Mordecai, just as a heads up to you or anyone who's helping to put you in a wheelbarrow and cart you around, you need an infusion stat. Otherwise, you are going to go berserk once, I guess, your senses catch up to your body. But especially after being disoriented and you're hurled through hell, and you remanifest here, this is where we will leave off for this session. Yep, lethality, gravity kills. That is the moral. I hope we all learned some science today. Thank you for attending my TED Talk.